Welcome to the Healing Butterfly channel. Today we're exploring the transformative power of setting family boundaries. Setting boundaries within your family can be challenging because family dynamics are deeply rooted in history, emotions, and expectations. However, establishing clear boundaries is essential for healthy relationships and your personal well-being. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you set boundaries with your family. The first step is to identify your needs and limits. Before setting boundaries, reflect on your feelings and experiences. Ask yourself these questions. What behaviors or interactions make me feel uncomfortable, stressed, or disrespected? Are there recurring situations where I feel my time, energy, or personal space is being disregarded? What do I need to feel respected and valued in my family relationships? For instance, you may feel overwhelmed if family members drop by unannounced or frequently criticize your decisions. You may need more privacy, less involvement in family drama, or boundaries around financial discussions. The second step is understanding your family dynamics. Every family has unique traditions, communication styles, and expectations. Take time to analyze how your family typically respond to change or confrontation. Who might be more resistant to your boundaries? Patterns of behavior that need addressing, for example, overstepping personal space or unsolicited advice. Understanding these dynamics helps you prepare for potential reactions. The third step is defining your boundaries clearly. Think about what behaviors or situations you will and won't accept, and be specific. Clear boundaries leave little room for misinterpretation. For example, time, privacy, financial, and parenting boundaries. The fourth step is communicating your boundaries effectively. When discussing, use I statement to express your needs without sounding accusatory. For instance, instead of "you're always meddling in my life," say, "I feel overwhelmed when I receive constant advice. I'd prefer to make my own decisions, and I'll ask if I need help." Choose the right time to communicate and stay firm but kind. The fifth step is to anticipate pushback. Family members may resist your boundaries, especially if they're used to things being a certain way. Prepare for common reactions like guilt-tripping, anger, or attempt to negotiate. How to handle pushback. Stay consistent. If you give in once, it sends the message that your boundaries are flexible. Validate their feelings. "I understand this is a change, but it's important for me to feel respected." Avoid over-explaining. You don't need to justify your boundaries extensively. A simple explanation is enough. The sixth point is enforcing your boundaries. Setting boundaries is only the first step. Enforcing them constantly is what makes them effective. For example, if a family member calls you late at night despite your boundaries, let the call go to voicemail and address it later. The seventh step is practice self-care and assertiveness. Setting boundaries can be emotionally taxing, especially if it's new for you. Take care of yourself during this process. Remind yourself that setting boundaries is not selfish, it's an act of self-respect. Surround yourself with supportive people who respect your limits. Practice saying no without guilt. The last step is reassessing and adjusting boundaries as needed. Family relationships and dynamics can change over time, so it's essential to reevaluate your boundaries periodically. Are your boundaries being rejected? Do you need to set new boundaries for emerging situations, such as moving back home, having children, or caring for elderly parents? Setting family boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's a vital step toward healthier and more respectful relationships. It allows you to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being while maintaining connections in a way that works for you. Remember, boundaries are not about controlling others. They are about communicating your needs and taking care of yourself. With patience, consistency, and clear communication, you can create a family dynamic that honors both your needs and your relationships. Thanks for listening.